Hello and welcome to episode 9 of the Dark Tower. I finally did get my sound card, so this is with the brand new sound card installed, and I have done a fair number of tests, and it seems that the static is down quite a bit and the volume is up a bit, so hopefully things should be better for most people. If there's still issues, I may have to consider some kind of post-processing, which not really wanting to have to do because that's a bit of work and adds more time to the upload. But anyways, on to the video. I had some people suggesting using walls for the supports for the stairway, and so I figured I'd try it out, and I'm not really very happy with the result. I think it just looks kind of weird. Even if I take off this one here, I still think it looks a little weird. So I'll probably be returning that to the plain old blocks, which I think I do have some of those. So, anyways, as I stated last time, I am going to be going to get some saltpeter this time. Now, I did say it was off in that direction a long ways, but I decided to look around a bit. It's because I have a desert a lot closer. Well, desert hills. So I decided to look around a bit and see if I could find any closer, and what do you know, I did find some. It's not too far away, but it's farther than my mine is. It's just up here. It's not too far from my launching point over here in the autumn forest, really. I actually found 2 deposits. So I don't know how many of you people know very much about saltpeter, but it's added by railcraft, and it spawns in any spawns in sand in any hot and dry biome, and they have to be like extremely dry and extremely hot. So not a lot of biomes match that category, and I don't know what kind of bee this is, but I noticed it on the way in. Might be rocky bees with a new texture. Yep. Anyways, so yeah. The saltpeter spawns in the desert, and, well, like I said, in sandy biomes that are hot and dry, including the desert hills. And I've heard reports that dunes in some of the mods also spawn it, but I haven't seen it myself, so. But the interesting feature about saltpeter is that it does regenerate over time. So, in theory, and I have seen some pictures of people who've done this, you can create fairly impressive automation machines for harvesting the stuff. As you can see, it's this white stuff here. It spawns 1 layer beneath the surface with a small random chance of spawning on the surface, so you can locate it. And it spawns in large patches. The technical term for that is caliche, I think. I probably said that completely wrong. It's a Spanish word, I believe. So you can see, it covers this entire area. I really don't need very much of it, but we'll harvest as much as we can find, though, so that we do not have to return anytime soon. you get a fairly large amount of the stuff. Anyways, it's used in basically 2 recipes currently. It is used in gunpowder with sulfur, and it is used in my new glass recipe, because apparently if you dunk glass in a potassium nitrate solution or a sequence of sodium nitrate and potassium nitrate, you can increase the strength of glass by like 6 times. So that's the science behind my strengthened glass. So anyways, I'm going to be doing this for a while, and I am going to cut out, I think, until I'm done. And then we'll talk about the respawn conditions. So I haven't quite finished digging all out. I actually decided to go back and get my filler and use that. And so I decided I needed a base of operations. So I'm going to be finishing out this with something that you may not have looked at. Everybody seems to go for the quarried brick, but not many people seem to have seen the bleached bone brick, which is actually modeled after the Red Power 2 marble, unlike the quarried stone, which is completely different. This is much similar to the Red Power 2 marble. So I'm going to be, I don't know how much of this stuff I have per se. I think I can do quite a bit. But anyways, it's made with bricks and bone meal. I don't know what's going on. Can't think straight. So, should have made that whole stack into bone meal. Here we go. And actually I'm going to wire this door up just like the previous one. I did see that somebody had a suggestion for making this use less redstone. Basically the idea is to connect it in the middle and connected in the middle with redstone. Definitely having inventory issues at the moment. connect it in the middle, cover it up, and then bring the other side around like so. Now the whole thing's connected. And supposedly you use less redstone to do it. I'm not sure I'm convinced, but hey. At least it lets me fill it back up again without worrying about sand. Oh, that was wrong. Put the door in the right place. Maybe. Put in our pressure pads. I should have made them obsidian, but I didn't have any obsidian on me at the time. And that's supposed to be... Got me a bed. And I had some glass around here somewhere. Good enough. Okay, so I made a similar building to this in my Forgecraft series. Well, actually I made it before I started my Forgecraft series, so you get to see how I made it before. So to do this next part, I think we do this like so. And now we need stairs. There's probably not enough stairs. Yeah, definitely not enough stairs. So, this is gonna have to be a work in progress. You know, one of those fix-it-up homes with no roof. It'll keep the mobs out. Needs more work, but we'll leave that for now. Need to kill some more skeletons. So yeah, I may want to adjust that recipe, because it seems like a lot of bones, but I don't know. You can make a mob farm, which isn't too bad. But we can put our crafting table inside. But anyways, the next thing we need to do is make some engines for our filler. I wanted to do some hobbyist steam engines, which I need a have everything I need, I think. Just not sure which backpack it's in. So I need... I need tables. Actually, I'm not sure if I can convert a table into a crafting bench without a wand. No. Not doing too hot here. Back to the crafting table. We need redstone and iron. Need 2 of these. And we need doesn't work very well. Now we need glass. Glass, pistons, gears, and more gold nuggets. Gives us a couple of hobbyist steam engines. And the rest of this garbage, apparently gold nuggets. I need to work on my forestry bags contents. So, anyways, what I'm going to do is, well, I can only use the filler for filling the sand back in. So I'm going to continue digging, I guess. If I can find my iron. Give me another shovel. Anyways, I'm going to continue digging because it goes all the way up the hill here. I don't know what the full extent of it is, but I'll be back. So it seems that this is basically the entire area of the saltpeter field. It does extend up this hill here, clear up on top. It doesn't go too much farther than that, but I don't really want to have to dig up the entire hill just to get the saltpeter field level. So what I'm going to do is, to get this stuff to respawn, it's got to have a layer of sand on top of it. So I have a layer of sand, 2 layers, not 2 layers. It's got to have a layer of sand or sandstone below it, and it's got to have a layer of sand above it, and it cannot have more than 1 block of air on any side, and anything other than air is not allowed either. So it's fairly strict respawning rules, and it only respawns in columns that it spawned in before. It doesn't matter if you collect all of the doesn't really matter if you collect all the saltpeter, because the spawning is not reliant on whether or not you have saltpeter as a seed or anything. It's actually done by bedrock spawners that are placed during World Gen. So, filling this out a little bit so I can put my filler out here. I used all my bricks, didn't I? Anyways, putting down the hobbyist steam engines. And I should probably use switches. Levers. Okay, because we're right next to the water. Just fill them up. Because they do have an internal boiler and you need to fill them up or they can do unpleasant things. So anyways, I need to find some more clay, so I'll be back in a moment. I'm actually, I'm a derp, because I actually don't need the clay because I have a lot of bricks. I think I only need 6 of these. So what we're going to do, I need 3 layers. A base layer, the spawn layer, and a cover layer. The base layer, like I said, can be sandstone or sand. The spawn layer needs to be sand, and it can also be saltpeter. It'll spawn next to saltpeter. But what we're going to do is put in a fill pattern, like so, and fill it full of sand. We got lots of sand. Start these up and give them some fuel. That's more fuel than needed by quite a lot, but we'll just have to turn it off when it's done. Give it a moment to heat up, and that's the filler pattern. I don't know why it's there. Flatten. It's the flatten pattern. I can hear that. That's my new engine sound. So that should be filling this area up. Actually, it's not going to, because I put it on the wrong level. Okay, we'll try that again. Yeah, definitely wrong level. Wasted a bit of fuel and stuff there, but that's okay. We need to put this here. Like so. And like so. Because we actually do want to fill this layer right here. So we gotta fill those up again. Fuel back in and move our switches. Not gonna happen. Or did we may have forgotten our pattern? Now this is different from the New Horizon pattern, which is... What's the deal here? It's weird. Okay. The New Horizon pattern, which is actually like this. Now the difference between the two is that the flatten will only clear the area defined by the tape. The Horizon will clear the area defined by the tape all the way up to the sky. I need to give this more sand. Yep, that's not sand. So anyways, we let that work for a while. And I will come back when it's done. Okay, so filter's just about done. It's just clearing off the rest of this sand here. Now I said I found 2 deposits. The other one is over this way. But I'm not actually going to mine it because I don't think it's as big of a deposit and the ground is not ideal. It's basically, I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. It's down there in that hillside, which is basically just a peninsula sticking out into the water. So I'm not even going to try and farm that. So, and I really don't think I need enough of it. Well, I might once I get into forestry farms. I forgot that it can also be used to make fertilizer. Aside from the gunpowder and the glass, it can make fertilizer for forestry. So anyways, that is complete. We can turn these off. So this field here will respawn saltpeter now, so long as it's chunk loaded. Should be completely respawned within 2 to 3 hours or so. As long as the area is chunk loaded, which it's not going to be at the moment because I have no ender pearls. I have not felt confident enough to take on any enderman yet just yet. I need to start getting some enchantments on my armor and weapons before I do that. But so anyways, that will someday be refilled. I'm just going to leave this here set up as it is. I'll probably build another filler for my home, but maybe we can see about setting up a quarry with this at some point and actually automate the entire thing. I know the general idea of how it can be done with the quarry and a filler combination, but I haven't actually attempted to do so myself. I've seen some simple Red Power 2 automated things as well, but no Red Power 2. As you can guess, but this little channel here is actually not originally here. I put this in because I didn't want to have to walk overland and then swim across the lake in order to get back to my house. But anyways, this episode has probably been going for a while now, so there's a lot of cutouts, and I don't exactly know how long these episodes end up being until after I'm finished, so particularly when I do a lot of cutouts. But anyways, next time well, I know what I'm going to do. Next time I'm going to put all the glass in and see about getting the next level of the tower completed, which means I'm going to need to do some more mining for abyssal stone. But before we quit here, I'm going to show you real fast the recipe for... See, I got everything I need, I think. I need a bit of saltpeter. Need this bucket here. And an iron or tin ingot. I don't actually have any tin ingots on me, so iron it is for this demonstration. And this gives me 6 strengthened glass, which is like so. It connects vertically. You can dye it any color you want. I'm going to need to dye mine black, which means I'm going to also need to kill a few squid, which is a pain. Not quite sure how to farm those. I believe it can be done, but it seems complicated. Anyways, it does break if you break it. However, it does work with Silk Touch, so. But it takes longer to break than normal glass, and it's more resistant to explosions. I think it's like as good as stone or something like that. But anyways, this has been episode 9 of the Dark Tower, and all about saltpeter and how it spawns and everything. It does have some pretty good uses, like I stated. But it is probably one of the more obscure minerals that not everybody has had a chance to deal with. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will catch you next time.